Early one morning, the sun was shining. I was laying in bed, wondering if she had changed at all, if her hair was still red. Her folks said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. They never did like Mama's homemade dress. Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. Now I'm standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, heading off to the East Coast. Lord knows I paid some dues getting through. Tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We rode that car as far as we could, abandoned it out west, splitting up on a cold dark night, but agreeing it was best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away. Heard her say over my shoulder, we'd meet again someday on the avenue. Tangled up in blue. I got a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell. But I never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I was lucky just to be employed, working out on a fishing boat right outside Delacroix. And all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. Met a lot of women, but you never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face in the spotlight so clear. Later on, the crowd thinned out, and I was just about to do the same. She was standing there, and back of my chair said to me, "Don't I know your name?" I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines on my face. Must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoe. Tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. Thought you'd never say hello, she said you look like the silent type. Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of those words rang true and burned like glowing coals, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul, from me to you. Tangled up in blue. I lived with him on Montague Street in a basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. Then he started in with dealing with slaves, and something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. And finally, when the bottom fell out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew. Tangled up in blue. So now I'm going back again. I got to get to her somehow. All the friends that we used to know, they're illusions to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. Don't know how it all got started. I don't know what they do with their lives. But me, I'm still on the road, headed for another joint. We always did feel the same, we just saw it from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue. Thank you. I wrote that one on the way over. A joke never gets old, does it? All right, this next one's an original song. Yeah, he's on to me now. This is an original Man Called Ed. She leaned over my shoulder at the bar, ordered whiskey and water tall, then winked at me and said, got a car, we could just use a ladies' stall. We spent our first weekend holed up at a friend's, we drink and smoke and ball, and there was never any doubt in our minds that we were each other's all. I remember when we bought that van and drove it coast to coast. By the time that we got back again, the relationship was toast. But we pushed through like we'd always do. We didn't give up the ghost. And we started to feel safe again, that we were still each other's most. But that's life. You gotta live with the choices you make. When you're sliding down a slippery slope, it's hard to put on the brakes. Looking back, I don't regret anything that we had done, 'cause for a brief moment in time, I was almost someone. As time wore on, she'd stay out later, bored by what we'd become. She bought herself a new vibrator and used it till she was numb. Then she got reckless and I found a torn dress. How could I have been so dumb? It had become painfully clear to me that I was only one of some. I ran into her the other day. She said, how are you, hon? We passed a couple hours away, catching up and drinking a ton. We laughed a little and we cried a little, and I thank God when we were done, 'cause it felt good to finally realize that I could never be her one. That's life. You gotta live with the choices you make. When you're sliding down a slippery slope, it's hard to put on the brakes. Looking back, I don't regret anything that we had done, 'cause for a brief moment in time, I was almost someone. Yes, for a brief moment in time, I was almost someone. Ooh, sound effects. Thank you.